I'm Charlsie. Welcome to my kitchen, and today is going to be so much fun. We are going to put together some carnivore, keto-friendly fan food because we're getting ready for the big game. And so I'm going to put that together for you and just show you how easy it is. The first step, preheat your oven to 400 and think about what takes the longest to cook. It's going to be my chicken wings. So preheated oven, got my pan ready, and I learned a new trick with parchment paper. If you crumple it up, it seems to just lay flat in the pan, so that's kind of cool. So I have got chicken wings here. This is just one big pack, and they've been washed and salted. The next step is we've got melted butter, probably half a stick or more. You can see that. And I'm going to do lemon pepper seasoning. So I'm just going to do at least a tablespoon. I want to see how that looks. I've got a dog photo bombing, I think. Video bombing. So I'll whisk that up together. That looks great. Looks like enough seasoning. And watch how easy. I'm just going to pour this over the chicken. Clean hands. I have not petted a dog. Everything's nice and clean and washed. Just toss this around. And lay these directly on your parchment paper. Just make sure everybody's good and coated. I'll kind of show you what that looks like. I just got really messy hands, so I can't pick up that pan. So you just want to lay them out, and what I'm going to do is put them in that 400-degree oven. And after 20 minutes, I'm going to flip them. And then I'm going to check them again 20 minutes later and see how they're doing. I'll check them with a thermometer and make sure that they're done. And then I'm actually scooping up all this buttery goodness, and I'm just going to lay it on top of some of these wings that don't have as much coating. So we don't want to waste that, all that goodness. So let me wipe up my hands. And I will tell you, a lot of this food we're making is a little bit messy because you got to get your hands into it, but hey, that's okay. So here you go. There are the wings. I'll lift them up a little bit so you can see them, ready to go in the oven. I'll put them in, like I said, 20 minutes, and we'll come back, flip them, check them again in 20. All right, our next adventure is meatballs, so stay tuned. Let's make some cheesy bacon meatballs. 5 ingredients, so simple. You're going to want to start with 1 pound of ground beef, or you can use what I'm using. It's a meatloaf mix, so it's got veal, pork, and beef. I absolutely love it. I pre-seasoned this with salt and a Paul Prudhomme's Hamburger Magic, if you want to bump it up a little bit. Those of you that are a strict carnivore, if you want to avoid the seasoning, you can do that. Seasonings do not seem to cause me any issues, or my husband, so we season it up. Bacon. This is 3 pieces of bacon, and I just cut them up. 4 ounces of cheese. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. So these are really, really cheesy. I'm using a 4 sharp cheddar blend that I like from Sargento's, I think. 1 egg, and I'll whisk that together. And y'all, we're almost done. Pour that over the mixture. And then I've got pork rinds. You'll need to just crush them up. You can buy them pre-crushed. but I'm like, you know, they're $2.50 a bag. I can crush it myself. It's a lot more affordable. I'm just going to sprinkle about half of this over this mixture just to see the consistency. And now, I'm going to roll up your sleeves, take your rings off, and we're going to get in. So you know with ground meat, you don't want to over mix anything. So I'm really just kind of putting this together. I've got pork rind all over me. That's so funny. At least it's not in my hair, I don't think. So that's pretty well mixed. You can kind of see it's a loose blend, which is fine. Now you can take your scoop. I'm going to make these smaller because we're doing this kind of like fan food. So you can dip it in water. You can also dip your fingers in water and you won't, nothing will stick to you. So I've got a scoop. I've shown you how to do this before. Just kind of roll it around and toss it a little bit and lay it out. That's your meatballs. I am not going to ask you to sit through 10 minutes of me rolling these out, but I'll show you as soon as they're ready to go in the oven. See you in a minute. All right, here are the finished meatballs. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven, 400 degrees. These only need to cook about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in. I've taken the chicken wings out. And now I'm going to flip them. So it's kind of hot, but I will kind of tilt it so you can see what they look like. And you know, white meat chicken can dry out. And so I used to do these on a rack. And then I just tried it one time, marinated in this, or seasoned with the butter and the lemon pepper. You can watch that video because I compared. And these were 1,000 times better. So I thought, you know, for today's event, we're just going to do them the great way. So these will go back in the oven for, let's put that there, for 20 minutes. And next, I'm going to create a dip. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is an experiment. We're going to try it. This is one package of cottage cheese. And I've got this ranch seasoning blend. And so I want to make my own dip. And so what do you use for chips, for carnivore? Pork rinds. So there you go. So a lot of people say, do you feel like you're deprived of food on carnivore? Because if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I like to cook. I'm putting a good 1.5 tablespoons in here. We'll see. But I love to cook. And so I decided I'm just going to learn how to make some great things carnivore style. And so it's just been fun to experiment, and I'm going to keep on doing it. So typically you can make this, you can actually make it with mayo if you want, and add some sour cream. I'm just going to taste it and see where we need to go. That is really nice. What's missing is some salt, so let me grab that. And it's a little bit too sweet, if that makes sense to you. So I'm going to salt it, mix that up, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge and just kind of let the cottage cheese absorb all the seasoning. Let me see if we got it this time. It's really nice. So quick, easy. You can have your own dip with your own pork rinds, so you won't feel left out of the party. And this is also a great thing you can bring to a party. All right, and I wanted to say the purpose of this video is just to show you how quickly you can put together food for an event. We've been at this now about 25 minutes and we're almost done. Hey, I let this dip sit for a moment and then I retasted it, and it's just, you know how when you taste something and it's missing something? And like, I'm gonna try a tablespoon of sour cream. So I put that in, just made it a little bit more creamy and added just another dimension to the taste. So that's what I'm going with. That's gonna be my dip for tonight. So next up are these awesome beef sticks. We usually pick these up at Costco. And again, this takes about 10 minutes to prep. All I do is cut them up into little bite-sized pieces and cook them on the stove top in my cast iron with a little bit of bacon fat, or you could use tallow, and just cook them, under 10 minutes. So I just want to show you how quickly you can put together a marvelous meal. So the last thing that I'm going to put together for tonight are pork sliders, or pork, it's actually going to be on a hoagie. We cooked a Boston butt pork roast, which I haven't done on my channel yet, but I will, because it is fantastic. So I'm going to take the leftovers and shred it up in this cast iron pot, or pan, sorry. I'm going to use some of the drippings, which are just basically pork fat, to heat it up, and then we'll serve it on a bun. You can make the little sliders if you want to get those little Hawaiian buns or something like that. You can do that. I'll be eating mine with no bread, but maybe just put a dollop of sour cream on top. So I'll show you what that looks like once I get it done. So this is what this Boston butt looks like when it's shredded up and heated up. And I'm just going to pile this on a hoagie bun, and I'm going to eat mine just like this, maybe, like I said, a dollop of sour cream. So, and don't worry, I'm going to plate everything up so that you can see it. The meatballs are done. So let me take that out of the oven. And the chicken wings are done. Let me turn this around. Super hot. And I like these to rest for about 5 minutes or so on this pan before I put them on the plate. And so finally we've got these beautiful chicken wings. I cannot wait to tear into them. Again, this took a little bit under an hour to cook. You just want to check them. They were in the oven for about 45 minutes and are absolutely done. I checked them with my thermometer. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will plate everything up and show it to you. And hopefully this has given you some ideas for your next gathering. And if you have to go somewhere, some ideas of things that you can bring with you that will be carnivore friendly for you. So give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I will plate up and show you in just a second. Well, what do you think? I think this looks like a feast that would make anybody happy, whether they're carnivore or keto or standard American diet. So we've got your beef sticks, some chicken wings, the pulled pork, meatballs, and of course that dip. So I hope that this inspires you. We finished all of this in less than an hour, and now we're ready to chow down. We'll see you later. See you next week, and thanks for watching.